What's up, guys? This is Cybernaut. Welcome to another video, and this video is about Codeforces Round 995 DIV3 post contest discussion. And you can see the green mark. Four questions I solved and we'll discuss in this video also. But in the contest, I was able to solve only three because I started at 8:30. Don't ask me why. Okay, so I will go through the every question from A to D, and yeah, the fourth question was solved by 9,800, almost 10,000 people. I don't know how, but that was, I mean, generic question, but still the number is huge, and I think EFG is. I haven't read this question also, as I told, I was not able to solve the dth on one due to time constraint, and I will do upsolve this EFG. So let's go to the question A. Okay, so what question A told? Monocurve and stereo curve. As you know, we have our friend monocurve, and stereo curve is just new friend he's chilling with. Are preparing for Olympiad. Okay, there are days left until the Olympiad. On the 8th day, if Monoka plans to practice, he will solve AI problems. And similarly, if Stereocarp plans to practice on the same day, he will solve BI problems. Okay, like here, this part of the problem I was not able to figure it out at first, but the question is easy. So monocarp can train on any day he wants, and however stereocarp watches monocarp and follow a different schedule. If monocarp trained on day I and I less than n, then stereocarp can train on day I plus 1. Cool. Then Monocarp wants to organize his training process in a way that difference between the number of problems he solves and the number of problems Stereocarp solves is large as possible. Bro is bro is good. Okay. Formally, Monocarp wants to maximize the value of m minus s, basically the number of problems solved by Monocarp minus number of problems solved by Stereocarp. Basically, the difference is as high as possible. So the number of problems solved and s is basically that's, yeah. So it is the question. If you haven't got the question, I will tell you in simple words. It is said that they are preparing for Olympiad, and you will be given two arrays, like n days there will be, and each day they will solve a set of problem. Okay, like one I day, for example, let's take the example 3. On first day monocarp solve one problem, on second day monocarp solve one problem again, and one problem again on third day. Okay, but what is the catch here is stereocurves doesn't solve the number of problems on that day. He watches monocurve. Bro thinks he is the chosen one. He is the main character, but he is not. Main character is our monocurve. He will optimally do number of problems that's the difference between them solving the problem will as high as possible. Okay, so the array which is given for stereocurve is like if monocurve solves problem one problem in on first day, stereocurve will solve two problem on second day, as it is the just adjacent day. Okay, as it is told here also ki if monocarp can train on any day he wants, but however stereocarp watches monocarp and follows a different schedule. If monocarp train on day I and I less than n, then stereocarp will train on day I plus 1. Okay, so like he will watch monocarp and follow him, then make it as a target, then he will solve the number of problems on day just the next day. Okay, so what you can do is you can see here key what is the optimal. Optimal is Monocar will solve problems on any day, every day. Sorry, every day. He will solve problems on every day, and what is the optimal is every day, each and every day, like first day of stereo curve can't be done by a stereo curve. Okay, why? Because there is no 0 minus 1 day or 1 minus 1th day. So first day he will watch only, he will watch the first day anyhow, he will watch on the first day only. Okay, so even so optimally how monocarp will choose is when the number of problems solved by him is greater than the number of problems solved by stereocurve on the next day. Like when nums of I, or let's say first array b as a of I is greater than b of I plus 1, then only he will solve that problem. Why? Because after watching monocarp he will try to solve those, and monocarp wants to increase or make the difference between the number of problems solved between them is as high as possible. So monocarp will only solve problems on that day, which day on the adjacent or next day the stereocurve solves lesser problem or equals to problem, not equals problem, lesser problem. Okay, so and at the last day you can see also, even if all the problems, if all the days stereocurve solves more. In the third example it is given, stereocurve solves two problem on the first day, stereocurve solves two problem on second day also, in third day also it is solving two problems. Bro thinks he is the one. Okay, but he is not the one. Why? Monocarps can simply or optimally choose the last day. If he solves a problem in last day, is there any possibility he stereocurve will see and watch in the next day? He can't, right? So it will be only the addition of the last number. So I will not in our calculation, I will show you the code also. In our calculation we will iterate from 0 to n minus 1 for n minus 2 for zero based indexing, and we will add the days only when our monocarp is solving greater number of problems than stereocurve in the next day. Okay, and here you can see also we are inputting n, then we are doing the input of both array a and array b, then only when we are having more number of problems solved by monocarp, then stereocurve on the next day we are adding those in our difference. And the last one, the last day problem, basically it is fixed, like there is no chance of stereocurve can copy, like stereocurve can watch him and solve more number of problems on the next day. Okay, so this is it, this is the code. I will share with you guys also in the description. Okay, so let's go to the question B. What it is said, the question name is Cool Journey, and here is the main character is also monocarp. So monocarp decided to embark on a long hiking journey. Oh, I got power in my eyes, I can't see properly. So he decided that on the first day he would walk A kilometers, on the second day he would walk B kilometers, on the third day he would walk C kilometers, on the fourth day D, on the fourth day A kilometers again, like ABC 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 ABC. Okay, on the fifth day it's B again, on the sixth day it's C again, on the seventh day it's A again. Okay, it will continue. So monocarp will complete his journey on the day when he has walked at least n kilometers, and n will be given in total. Your task is to determine the day on which monocarp will complete his journey. And this was like most easiest question B our DIV3 Codeforces round can have. Sorry to say that if you can't solve that, but it is what it is. So I will go through the question once again. I will try to explain with the example only. Okay, so what it is told key, you will be given a kilometer of n, like the input format is, here you can see n ABC. So you will be given a distance n, you have to cover that in number of days, like ABC, ABC, ABC in the addition of that. So how you can do that? So think like this, you have to cover 100 kilometer, okay, and your ABC are like in first day you will cover 10 kilometer, in second day you will cover 20 kilometer, in third day you will cover again 10 kilometer. Okay, so in 3 days how much kilometers will you cover? 10, 20, 30. Okay, so it will be around 40 kilometers. Okay, 40 kilometers. So so in 3 days you will cover 40 days. In another 3 days how much will you cover? 14 to 80 kilometer. In another 3 days, like in total 9 days, you will cover 120 kilometer. But when you will surpass the n kilometer, that is you can find by using division, like you have to find the ceiling value. After finding the ceiling value, you can simply check the three numbers, like check if you can get your summation. I will show you the code also. If you can get the summation of greater than n, which has to be done after removing the last c. If it is, then remove it, and if you can also remove b, remove it, and there is no need to remove a. If you can, then it would have been, the ceiling value will be -1, the value it is given. Okay, so here is the example. I will copy paste the example here for the navigation purpose. So first here it is given 12, 1, 5, 3. So n is 12. You have to cover 12 kilometers in respective days. So first day you will cover 1 kilometer, second day you will cover 5 kilometer, third day you will cover 3 kilometer. What is the summation? 6 plus 3, 9. So 9 kilometer can be covered in 3 days, and in the fourth day you will cover again 1 kilometer, 10, and if the fifth day you will complete your journey by traveling a total of 15 kilometer, and that's it. So how you can do that? At first, where is the second code? Yeah, this is the code of question B, and here we are first of all we are taking the input of all n ABC, then we are summing that ABC, a plus b plus c. Then I have just named the variable, I was not getting enough, so I just name it div times. What is div times? Div times is basically the total total distance you can cover in the summation of all the 3 days. Okay, so like here it is 12, but what is your div time? Your div time will be, it will be the ceiling value as I was talking about. So the summation is 9. So 9 plus 9 is 18. Okay, so 9 plus 9 is 18. So 12 by 9, what is 12 by 9? We are taking ceiling value, it is 2. Okay, 12 by 9 it is 2. Why? 12 by 9 is 1 point something, so the ceiling value is 2. So like if you have to move 2 times with respect to this ABC, so it will give you 2 here, it will give you 2 here for the first example I am talking about. Then actual times. What is actual times? If you move 2 times as of ABC, your actual time will be into 3 only. So it is 2 into 3, will be 6. Then extra path. What is the extra path? Extra path is sum into div times. What is sum into div times? Sum into div times is basically, what is the sum? What is the extra path here? Sum is here a plus b plus c, which is 9, and div times is 2. So your total basically is not extra part, this is total part, I would say. Yeah, let's just do it here. So your total path you have covered with this extra things is 18, but you can check and follow, right? Like if extra path minus c is greater than n, sorry, is less than n, if it is breaking, like you have to take all the threes, then you can just return the actual times. Actual times is basically 6. If you can remove b plus c, okay, so if you can remove b plus c, if b plus c less than n, then extract minus 1, and if you can remove all the 3, then remove actual times minus 2, and it is getting true in here only. Why? What? Because 18 minus c, which is 3, basically 18 minus 3 is 15, which is greater than your 12, but 18 minus b plus c is 8, which is giving 10, which is not greater than your 12, which is lesser than 12 in fact. So that is why it is breaking at that point, and we are outputting our answer, which is actual times minus 1, which is here 5 minus 6 minus 1 equals to 5, and we are getting our answer not 65, we are getting our answer as 5. Okay, here it is also given, it is 5. And yeah, so that's the question, that's the answer, that's the solution, that's the explanation, all is that. So we will be moving forward to our question C. Question C was, I have to read it once again. Okay, so question C is preparing for the exam. Monocarp is preparing for his first exam at the university, where there are n different questions which can be asked during exam. Monocarp is a nerd, sorry Monocarp, numbered from 1 to n. So basically there are n questions, and they are numbered from 1 to n. There are n different list of question. Each list consists of exactly n minus 1 different questions. Each I is characterized by one integer n, one integer ai, which is the index of the only question which is not present in that list. Okay, so for example, if n equals to 4, there will be 4 questions, 1 2 3 4, and ith list content I equals to 3. So the question number 3 is not present in the list that contains n minus 1 questions. So basically the list will look something like 1 2 4. Okay, so during the exam, Monocarp will receive one set of question, one of this m list of question. Then professor will make Monocarp answer all the questions from the list, and so Monocarp will pass only if he knows all the questions from the list. So basically he will have to tell for Monocarp if he can solve the question from his knowledge, from his point of view. Okay, but Monocarp is genius, so don't worry. So Monocarp knows the answer for k questions, which will be given q1 q2 qk for each list. Determine if Monocarp will pass if receives that list. Okay, so the basic overall of the simple version of the question is there are n questions from 1 to n, and you will be given a list or integer m, which is basically kind of query, and in that query, like if for example, first example, there are 4, n equals to 4, the number of question is 1 2 3 4, and m is 4 also. Like you would be given 4 queries. For each query you have to answer that. For first query, if it is 1, then it is the number of question that was solved or what was asked to Monocarp is excluding 1. Okay, so it is like 2 3 4, and then it is 2, then it will be something like 1 3 4, then it is 1 2 4, and it is 1 2 what 1 3 4, not 1 3 4, 1 2 3. Okay, so this is that, and you will be given another number k, which is 3, which will be or must be n minus 1, as you have to know n minus 1 at least, or else your everything will be 0. You can see here also where when it is getting everything as 0. For the second example, like n minus 1 is 4, but your k is 3. So if your k is lesser than n minus 1, you will get all 0 irrespective of what you can do, what you will do. Okay, so this is that. And your list of knowledge, basically it is the knowledge, the k questions are the knowledge of monocarb or monocarb's OCAD. So the number of problems monocarb can solve, and it is the questions. So yeah, I was getting a wrong answer at first, because I was expecting the k, which is k, will be given from 1 to n only, and the only number which will be not be present is the one which will not be present, but it is not. So this is the code I will show. The code is simple, like you can solve it with the extra array also. At first you will take input of all the nmk, then you will declare two arrays for inputting this m array and k array. Okay, then I'm just declared another array which is questions, and for one indexing I have declared it a size of n plus 1 based indexing. Then I am just iterating the k, like the knowledge base of monocarb, the number of questions that monocarb actually can solve. Then I am marking the questions. Okay, so at first the questions array was everything 0, then we are basically marking each of them. Then I have declared something like missing and missing count. So we will be iterating from 1 to n, and question of size, basically if questions of I equals to 0, then it is missing. So if it is missing, missing count will be plus plus, and you will just change the missing basically. And if missing count is greater than 1, which I was talking about, like here in this example the missing count is greater than 1, where it is here 3. So total number of elements are 5, and you will be given 3 only. The like knowledge base of monocarb is only 3, so missing count here will be 2, which is not possible, as you will have to solve n minus 1 problems. So you will have to have minimum knowledge of n minus 1 problems. So acceptable is n and n minus 1. So if your missing count is greater than 1, then sorry, you are not allowed. You will be fail instantly. And I am basically doing the what part? Which part of the code? Yeah, here if missing count is greater than 1, iterate the loop till m, and all output will be 0 basically, like there is no chance. And if missing count equals to 0, everything will be fine, like all is well, like every problem is known to monocarb is the main character, he's the chosen one. Okay, so that is here also you will be giving the output of 1 for everyone. And the last part is check, like it is the one where your missing count will be exactly 1, and you have the stored this missing here, which is the only one missing here. And if it is the like missing is there, like in the your query or m array, basically if you have missing, like it is given here, you will be missing the question 2, and you will have the missing, like monocarb has knowledge of every problem except that problem only, then it will be 1, else it will be 0, as simple as that. Okay, and it will be running absolutely fine. I will show you also here. Control V, Control B. Okay, so yeah, it is also working fine here, you can see also. And yeah, that's the time for the last question, which I was not able to solve. Like I was getting a wrong answer at test case 6 for a silly reason. Like it is after the contest also, I was using integer instead of long. So yeah, this was a good question, I will say. And the question says it is what? Counting pairs. Oh man, I'm seriously getting power in my eyes. You are given a sequence A consisting of n integers where the ith element of the sequence is equal to ai. You are also given two integers x and y. A pair of integers ij is considered interesting if the following conditions are met, like one I less than should be less than j and less than equals to n. Okay, if you simultaneously remove the elements at the position ij from the sequence a, the sum of the remaining elements is at least x and at most y. Like I will tell you after reading the entire question. And your task is to determine the number of interesting pairs of integers for the given sequence A. Okay, so the question is simple. Like go through the example. I will say for the first one, it is said your x and y are 8 and 0. Like it can be as low as, like lower bound of the range is 8 and upper bound is 10. Okay, so you are given as 4636. Okay, and in the answer here also given. In the first example, there are 4 interesting pairs, and so you are returning 4. And what are the pairs here? 1 2 1 4 2 3 3 4. What are the pairs? 1 2 4 6. So the remaining sum is 3 plus 6, which is 9, and 9 ranges between 8 and 10. And these are inclusive, like 8 can be also be there and 10 can also be there. And the another pair is 1 4. 1 4 becomes 4 6, which is 10 again, and the remaining sum becomes 9, which is again a valid range or valid pair. 2 3 becomes 6 3, basically the other way around. 6 3, which is remaining sum becomes 10, and 10 is in the range of 8 to 10, which is inclusive. And similarly it is 3 4. Okay, 3 4. So what can be the initial thought of this question? You can simply sort the array. Why? You will ask how you will sort the array. So you have to choose the pair, and pair can be chosen between any two numbers, and that's why you can sort the array, and you can reduce your searching for each element, like the valid range of each element, by binary searching. Okay, I will show you the code later. The code is here. I will show you the code later, but I will make you the explanation here. So it is given, like I will take the first example only. First example is 4636. 4636, and your given ranges is 8, not here, x is 8, y is 10. Okay, and your array is this 4636. So if you sort this, your array will become 3466. So you can notice something. For each and every array, for each and every element, I will say, there is a sum. What is the total sum? Sum will become 7 plus 6 13 19. Sum will become 19. Okay, so for each element, you have to reduce that element. Okay, so at first when you will iterate the array, your current num will become what? Oh, this pen stops working at nowhere. Oh god. Don't do like this, man. Oh, now it is working. Yeah. Yeah, so sum is 19. For each element, you can say your sum will be lesser than that. Like you will exclude that pair, right? So your pair will include 3 also. So your current sum will be at first to 16, right? Which is coming from 19 minus 6, or I can say write it here also, 19 minus 6, 19 minus not 6, 19 minus 3, oh my handwriting, which is 16. Great. So you have to remove two pairs, not two pairs, remove a pair of elements, and one of the element of the pair is 3. So this is one element, and you will search another element. Okay, so you will search another element. So what is this? You will search another element. How you will search another element? It is 16, and you have to reduce something and take it to the range of this. Like your total sum is this, and after removing another sum, your range will be something like this. So it is 8 and 10, so it will be just becoming the reverse. 16 minus 10 is 16 minus 10 is oh 16 minus 10 is 6, and 16 minus 8 is 8. Okay, why it is 8? I mean, why it is we are doing the subtraction here? Because we have to think about it clearly. We have to reduce two elements and make the remaining sum in the range of 8 and 10. So if you have to remove 3. For when you are calculating for 3, you have to remove 3, so your remaining will remain as 16. So how much more can you reduce? Like you have to be in the range of 8 and 10. You can, for being in the range of 8, like for this is x side and this is y side, for being in the range of 8, like greater than 8, you can remove as high as 8. So like if you remove 3 plus 8, which will sum up to 11, you can 11 sum up to 11. Yeah, 3 plus 8 is sum up to 11, and your lower range is 8 here. So 11 plus 8 will be 9. So you can remove 3 plus 8, which will be sum up to 11, and you can remove it. And what is the upper limit? Upper limit is 10, and you can remove the upper limit here also, like 16 minus 10, which is basically 6. Okay, so you will find here one thing, for each and every element there is a range. Like for this is the array. You can remove only these two. Like you have to remove in this range 6 and 8. We are getting the new range 6 and 8. Okay, so between 6 and between 8 you will be calculating the range, and as it is a sorted array, we can get, like if you have other numbers like 7, 8, 9, it will be sorted like this now. So you can remove all these numbers, and all of them will give you the correct pair or valid pair. Okay, so how you can get this range? You can get this range by lower bound of this lower thing, and upper bound of this upper thing. Okay, it's like 8. So you can get the length from here, and you can add to the answer. Like I will show you in the code, that will be more intuitive, I think. So first of all, we will input our nxy, then we'll declare our array, and our sum, I will calculate the sum also. Sum is like that, and after that we are sorting here. We are sorting our array and declaring our answer as 0. And as I told, we are iterating from 0 to n, where our nums is array of I, and remaining sum is sum equals to sum minus num, which is here 16. And lower target is remaining sum minus y, which is the remaining sum minus greater one. Y is the greater one, like should be the greater one, like x is less than equals to y, it can be equals to also. And upper target is remaining sum minus y minus x. Then we are calculating our lower bound of the lower target and upper bound of our upper target. Then count will be basically upper minus lower. And if your num lies between the range, your num greater than equals to lower target and num less than equals to upper target, simply reduce the count by 1. Like if we are searching for 6, you will get this range also, na, or get this range also. So you cannot make the pair like this, na, 6 6. Like this 6 6 is valid, but you cannot pair with yourself. So we are reducing the count here, and after that we are adding the count to the answer. And you have to check one thing, you have to divide it by 2, cause we are calculating for both the side. Like when we are calculating for 3, we are including this 6 also, and when we are calculating for this 6, we are also including this 6. So dividing by 2 will work fine for this. I will also show you the example here, and which is here, Control V, Control P. Okay, so this is working fine, absolutely fine. 4700156. Okay, so yeah, that is the code. That is the entire 4 questions that we have solved in this Codeforces round 995 DIV3. So yeah, that's it. I will keep this video up till this. And yeah, if you guys feel anything, you can share with me in the description. If any query or anything, you can DM me anywhere in LinkedIn. Everything will be mentioned in the description. Yeah, that's it for today. I will see you guys in next video. Until then, keep grinding.